Hola, me lovelies. Today I come to you from southern Spain, from Seville to be precise. Spain is open again for tourists, so off we hop and enjoying this fantastic city. It is so gorgeous. The people, the architecture, the weather, and of course the oranges and the flamenco. We love flamenco. Flamenco is a living art form. It isn't just a dance, it's an expression of your culture, your heritage, your custom, where you live, how you feel that day, your passions. It's amazing, and it isn't just for tourists. I know you may have seen like a flamenco show, and that's nothing wrong with that, because these guys are super skillful dancers. But you know, people dance flamenco all the time. When I was young in 1857, I happened to be in a discotheque. That's how old I am. There were discotheques then, not clubs, and instead of slow dancing, the boys would ask you to dance the flamenco. It was really sensual, very sexy. And last year I happened to be in Seville again, this time with Trafalgar, and me and a couple of friends ended up in a neighborhood pub, just a normal pub, you know, like nothing in sort of even in the center. And there was an old guy with a guitar playing flamenco music, and every now and again couples would get up and dance along in jeans and t-shirt. So it's very much ingrained in the psyche of the Spaniards. But you know, you can do that, you know, the dance as well. You learn, you know, the basic steps, and then it'll become your expression of where you come from, your culture, your passion, your heritage. Seville is also famous for its tapas, of course, and the annual April fair, which look at the beautiful posters here of the fair. So I'm sorry if we have missed that, but it didn't actually happen this April because of COVID. It was cancelled, but not cancelled, just postponed. So hopefully we can go in September. Now, part of this annual fair is 2 weeks of bullfighting. Toro! Now, not my kind of thing, but still very popular in southern Spain in particular. These matadors and toreros, they get celebrated like rock stars. You know, they're in the tabloids, they're in the news, and they're big business. Some areas of Spain, some areas of Spain have actually banned it. Like in Barcelona, there is no such thing anymore as bullfighting. And some people say, oh well, Maria, it's tradition, it's part of their culture, it's part of their history. You know, there's a lot of things which are part of our culture and were historically and culturally acceptable, like, you know, feeding Christians to lions, or dunking witches and burning them on the stake. So not all traditions and cultures and customs have to be kept up, and I think this one may be okay to let go. I happen to have been at a bullfight when I was 13, and it was in Barcelona. Beautiful arena, which now thankfully is used for other beautiful events. And I still remember how horrible I felt, and it was just disgusting. It was boiling hot, and we were sitting in the sun for hours, and it was like the screaming of the bulls and the smell of the blood. And then the worst people, I really hated them, were the picadors. These were the guys on horseback with their lances, and they would like stab the bull in the neck and then move it around with their hooks to make them really irritable and aggressive. And that was totally pointless, because you know, they're bred to be irritable and aggressive. And then afterwards, if you're really good, you got an ear. It's like, whoa ho, not so good indeed. So not my cup of tea, and many Spaniards actually agree with me and don't like it at all. So, you know, in certain areas it is now banned. The other thing in Seville is, of course, the architecture. It is so beautiful. The Spanish square with all of the different, you know, mosaic and the tiles and the, you know, representing all of the areas of Spain. It is outstanding. And the cathedral, amongst other things, of course, the famous mushroom. The cathedral is great. I love a good cathedral. Everybody who knows me knows I love a good cathedral. I love any place of worship. I love a good mosque. I love a good synagogue, temple, you know, like I love it. I love the different characters, the different vibes. You know, I like the, you know, how playful they can be, like the one in Barcelona, how cheerful, like the one in Salisbury, but you know, how overwhelming and quite intimidating, like the one in Cologne. And the one in Seville is one that actually made me feel quite small and borderline devout. You know, I was really thinking, whoa, okay, I can almost feel a presence here. But this is a very personal experience, of course. Like all of these places are very, very personal experience. Now, I do hope I will see you one day, or you at least will see Seville one day, because it is so worth seeing. So take care and adios.